Peace to the family, peace to my comrades, and as always, to the COINTELPRO boxing fan. We're going to talk a little boxing talk this morning. Before I go into the gym and get to handling this business. Let me make sure my volume is good. Turn all that up. Turn it up. Come on in, press that like button. Come on in, press that like button. Let the people know that we are live. Let the people know that we are live. Oh, it's actually still on here. Okay. That's funny. Tell Greg's Philly cheesesteak head to put them headphones on. That's funny. That is funny. Let me make sure I have service on this computer. Service, Wi-Fi. That's how you know we getting old. I said, let me make sure we got service. I meant Wi-Fi. Anyway, family, let me go ahead and talk to y'all before I have to walk in here and get to work. Last night, first of all, peace to the family, peace to my comrades. It's always smoke to the COINTELPRO boxing fan. Boxing coaches, those of us who are actually in the sport, training fighters, advising fighters, mentoring fighters. YouTube is going to be your downfall. YouTube is going to ruin the little bit of reputation that some of you coaches have. Last night I was watching Coach Dorset on Mill City. And when I tell you all that that was one of the most disgusting displays of a coach speaking on the behalf of his fighter. When Bill Haney called in, it got worse. Bill said something along the lines of, well, how much money is it going to take? Now, Coach Dorset had said in one part of the interview, I don't talk about the business of my fighters. Then he says, well, the people are saying 5 million. Salute my brother Dimitri Banner in the building. Bill Haney smiles and says, bet. Excuse me. Yeah. Bill Haney smiles and says, bet. We're going to make it happen. Oh, man. Coach Dorset done talked Keyshawn into some more stuff. It was over with. We called Keyshawn a duck. Keyshawn's back at the top-ranked gym after Debo has left. Oh, man. Keyshawn's in there hitting the double end bag, saying he's waiting for his next opportunity or challenge or whatever he said. And Coach Dorset says it's Devin Haney's fault that the fight didn't happen. Then Coach Dorset said it's the fans' fault because we're having a duck narrative. This is Keyshawn's coach talking, y'all. Coach Dorset says that because the people are calling Keyshawn a duck, we're ruining some type of energy that the fight has to build. Coach, I don't know if you are slow here or what. It's over with. It's over with. Bill and Dev are done playing these games with you all. Salute my comrade St. Louis Mix in the building. Now, last night, I'm getting my stuff together because we just found out that Floyd is going to be in the building. Floyd Mayweather is going to be in the building on Saturday. You know, I'm going to the Clarissa Shields fight. I'm going by myself. But I got some pretty good seat. And I was preparing to do it live this morning because there's going to be people. I know some of my comrades are going to be in the building. I believe my brother Will Sinclair will be there at the State Farm Arena. And I want everyone that can get to the fight, I want you all to come. Now that Floyd has announced he's going to be there, you got Lotto bringing out Clarissa Shields. You got the stars that are going to be in the building. The tickets are going to start selling fast now this week. So if you are near Atlanta and you want to see an event, not just a match, forget if you don't know who Clarissa's fighting. If you want to come to a boxing event where you see black love and black unity like they have in Detroit, you need to be in Atlanta this Saturday. But while I'm on the computer, you know, I took some of that magnesium, what's it called? Magnesium glycinate, something like that. And man, that stuff puts you to sleep. But before I went to sleep, I said, well, let me see if anybody's live. Let me see if anybody's talking some boxing before I go to sleep. So it'll be fresh on my mind when I wake up. And lo and behold, I see Bill Haney and Coach Dorset going at it on Mill City. Now, at first I'm thinking maybe I've clicked on an old video. No, this is live. And Coach Dorset is making every excuse, taking accountability off of his fighter, Keyshawn. Keyshawn isn't even saying the things that Coach is saying, Coach Dorset. And what I'm starting to realize is, you all remember when Tank got on here and said, you know, he's going to leave his coaches alone because, you know, they want to be entertainers. They want to be streamers. He was, and even though I feel like there's no loyalty in him at all, this is about, these fighters don't like these coaches constantly trying to do these interviews. You are not the fighter. You are a coach. Be a coach. Salute my comrade. Black Jericho is in the building. Black Jericho is in the building. There you go. You say he didn't like them training Krishan Rock or whatever dude said. And I'm listening to Coach Dorset, and I'm like, I know Keyshawn doesn't know this dude is saying this. I know he doesn't know he's saying this. And he's popping it. In Mill City, I'm watching it, and I see Mill City looking down. Mill City's looking down for about a good 6 minutes. I said, Mill's trying to get a hold of Bill. And Coach Dorset is going on and on about how Bill is a liar and Devin is the duck, and it's on them to make the fight happen, and it's you fans running with the duck narrative, and it's you fans that the fight didn't happen, and it's on everybody but your team. YouTube can ruin your reputation as a coach in 5 minutes. Let me say that again. YouTube can ruin your reputation as a coach in 5 minutes. You done put in work in the sport of boxing for a lifetime maybe. But just 5 minutes of you saying the wrong thing, portraying your character flaws in front of the world, can ruin your whole reputation. You boxing coaches and you trainers need to stay off of YouTube. Now, if you're a boxing coach or a trainer and you want to make your own page and get your own followers, fine, you do that. But you coaches that are at the level of training world-class fighters and y'all are running, it's one thing if you do an interview here or there before a fight. But what Coach Dorset is doing is one of the most detrimental things I've ever seen a coach do on any platform on behalf of the fighter. Salute my good brother Felix Nunez. What the coaches have to remember is when you are on YouTube or you're doing any interview, you are speaking on behalf of the fighter. So you can't say in one breath, I don't get into the business, I just focus on the fighter, and then you tell Bill $5 million is the amount. Bill smiles and hangs up the phone, and Coach Dorset has the oh shit look on his face. Yeah, brother, you need to shut up. You need to shut your mouth. Salute, Del Riv. You guys are in your ego, you're in your pride, and you are lying on behalf of the fighter. You are telling us, well, what Keyshawn is thinking. Keyshawn ain't spoken as much as you have spoken, so why are you on Mill City popping it like you have the power to make these moves? See, I wouldn't be surprised if Coach Dorset don't get a call from Jay Prince today. I would not be surprised if Coach Dorset doesn't get a call from Jay Prince today. Or a call from Keyshawn today. And I sat back and I'm listening to this dude and I said, damn, that's why these dudes are moving the way they're moving. Besides them, because see, when they were in the Olympics and when they were coming up as amateurs, they were around Bill. They were around honorable men. That's right, St. Louis Mix. He said it, Coach Dorset is doing the same thing that Norman Sr. did before he got fired. And you know what I said? I sat back, I said, before I fell asleep, I was closing my eyes because I just took that magnesium glycinate. I closed my eyes, I said, this nigga finna get fired on his day off. I said, this coach is about to get fired on his day off. Just from running his mouth. That's what I said. Because St. Louis Mixes, he's right in the exact. Coach Dorset is doing the exact same thing Senior was doing. I said, if this nigga don't shut up, if he don't shut up, as soon as he told Bill $5 million and Bill said, Bill smiled and said, I'll call you back. I said, this brother about to get fired. You ain't about to have nobody, and nobody's going to hire you because you talk too much. Your pride and your ego is what's going to ruin you. And all of you fans, I was listening to one brother on YouTube. He said, see, sometimes it's not the fighter, it's you fans that we want to shut up. Yeah, it's some of you man fans and meat riding idol worshiping fans we have to shut up in the sport. I sat back and said, this is the reason why Coach This is the reason why Shakur, Keyshawn, and many of these other fighters think the way they think. They have people around them like Coach Dorset. They have a bunch of yes men around them that make them think that their ish don't stink. My brother Felix Nunez says, Coach, is Keyshawn, I think you meant if Keyshawn was still with Bomac, would Bomac be talking like this? Would it have played out like this? Bomac would not have been talking the way Coach Dorset was talking last night. Coach Dorset was talking in a way that you shouldn't be talking at all. Coach Dorset was talking in a way where unless you have the authority from someone to speak on the business matters, you shouldn't be running your mouth. As soon as Bill Haney said, what's the number? What's another, coach? What's the number for the fight that happened with Keyshawn? You should have shut your mouth and said, well, I can't speak on the behalf of those matters on Keyshawn. There are people in place that do that. So you don't even know the issues you might have just did. You don't know the issue you might have just caused. Coach Dorset, are you Bob Arum? Coach Dorset, are you Jay Prince? Coach Dorset, are you Keyshawn? You dudes get in front of Mill City. You dudes get in front of Sean Zattel. You dudes get in front of Max Kellerman. You all get in front of Mike Coppinger, and you all suffer from the Vlad TV effect. What you talking about, coach? There's a group of gangsters, so-called gangsters. Some of them are gangsters who have gone in front of Vlad TV, who have gone in front of Adam 22, and they have given up information that the federal government has been trying to track down for 20, 30 years. It's something about you all getting in front of certain people and you all start saying things that you know you shouldn't be saying. There have been more federal indictments on black gangs in the last 10 years than ever before. What do you all think that that comes from? What do you all think that the factor is that has caused this increase? And just like you all brothers get in front of Vlad and give this information, you all get in front of, especially when it's time for you all to go against Dev, you all get in front of Mill City, you all get in front of Vlad TV, you all get in front of Sean Zattel, you all get in front of anybody who isn't from the community, who you don't deem a threat, and you all just start running your mouths like you laying in bed with your lady pillow talking. I believe the old heads call them chatty patties. A bunch of chatty patties. Salute my honorable brother, the Dirt Game Boss in the building. Back Jericho says, also some people change in front of a camera on top of that. Come on, y'all. What's going on? And the fact that we are defending this, the fact that not even we, the whole boxing world has turned on you and your whole camp. Coach Dorset, Keyshawn. Let me show you how boxing can ruin your reputation like that. all my life, we have had this reverence and respect and sometimes even fear of Jay Prince. Keyshawn and Shakur and the way they have moved could arguably tarnish the reputation and the respect of a man like that. This is what boxing can do for you. This is what boxing will do to you. Now, Coach Dorset, you have a lifetime of work, hard work, and you just ruined it. You just ruined it defending somebody like Keyshawn. The boxing world right now we're about to go into another black on black crime civil war. Bud Crawford is back in the gym. And now this thing with Boots and Bud is about to rise back up to the top. Clarissa Shields is about to put on an amazing event that Floyd Mayweather is going to attend on the 15th. Fat ass two-tone is complaining about that. The age of the Jiggacoon is profitable now in the sport of boxing. The age of the COINTELPRO boxing fan, for whatever reason, seems profitable and worth defending in the sport of boxing. And what we should be talking about is the blackballing of Devin the Dream Haney. Now, yes, Keyshawn is a duck. The boxing world is going crazy over it. But Liam Paro, you should get the same energy. There are powers that be that want to stop Dev from becoming as great as he is. I know that without the shadow of a doubt, if Devin Haney was an Eastern European, there would be no stopping him. If Devin was an Eastern European, he would be undisputed at not just 135, he would be undisputed at 140. He would be undisputed at 147, and he would be getting a world title shot at 154 right now. But y'all don't see what's going on. Y'all don't see what's going on. Felix Nunes says Australia don't want Devin to go and ransack them again. It's deeper. It's deeper than just Australia, y'all. It's deeper than that, family. What we need to realize is happening is they're doing something to Devin that they would never do to a Mexican. They would never do to a Eastern European. They would never do to a Nakatani in a way. This is purposely done to stop a top Black American fighter from obtaining all of these titles because they don't want Dev to have the leverage that a Terrence Crawford had at the end of his career or Floyd Mayweather had when he became Money Mayweather. They don't want Bill Haney to be successful because Bill Haney will be the first person in the history of boxing. Listen to what I'm saying to you. The history, going all the way back to Queensberry rules, the history, the foundation of it. There is nobody in the sport of boxing since the sanctioning bodies were brought about. Listen now, this is not about those of you who have bitterness and vindictiveness in your heart towards Bill. Listen to me for a second and stop. Before you even respond, shut the hell up and listen to what Coach is about to tell you. If you are a black man or woman, shut the hell up and listen to what I'm about to tell you. This is not about your favorite boxer. I don't care if Devin's your favorite boxer. I don't care if Tank is your favorite boxer. I don't care if Shakur is your favorite boxer. Listen to what I'm about to tell you. What Bill Haney is doing with Devin is going to set a new precedence for all future black fighters. Listen, Bill Haney will be the first father to take his son from a level at amateur all the way to the highest level of the sport without that child not going through the Olympics or a major promotional company, signing a multi-fight deal with a major promotional company. He will be the first. Bill is making history. Because if Bill is successful, and Devin is already arguably the face of boxing, if he is successful, what we have been trying to do as far as ownership, Bill will pull it off. Not only that, Bill has his own promotional company. Devin has his own promotional company. Can you all imagine if when Devin retires, DHP has their own promotional company, their own gym, where they take fighters from the amateurs straight to the pros, and they remove themselves from the Olympics and all major multi-fight deals with major promotional companies? That will take the power away from the puppet masters in the sport of boxing, and nobody has done it. Bill Haney and Devin Haney will go into the history books. They will be up there with breaking history like Jack Johnson. They will be in the history books like Joe Louis. They will be in the history books like Ali. Now, listen. How did Bob Arum get top rank? Pay attention, family. We're talking boxing talk. Pay attention. How did Bob Arum get top rank? Herbert Muhammad, one of Elijah Muhammad's sons, and another brother from the Nation of Islam, co-founded Top Rank. Bob Arum was a silent partner at first. And it went from that to him owning the whole thing. See? But Bill Haney, he ain't asking for no help. Devin Haney, they not asking for no devil ass partners. This is what we're up against. That alone is why every brother and sister in the sport of boxing should be behind the success of Devin and Bill Haney. But so many of you hate what loves you, and you love what hates you. You'll get up here and you'll defend Eddie Hearn and Oscar De La Hoya and Frank Warren and Turkey Al-Sheikh. You all will defend them like that's your man or something. You all would defend them like their legacy is going to benefit you and our community. Bill Haney and what he's trying to do will directly benefit the black boxing community in the future, and you're up against them. And you're up here defending, and as much respect we have for Jay Prince ain't doing this. As much respect as we have for Al Heyman's not doing this. Al Heyman not doing this. So to these coaches, don't let a temporary moment ruin your whole reputation in the sport of boxing. Coach Dorset, brother, if you hear this, don't let social media ruin your hard work that you put training fighters in the gym. All of you brothers who are actually doing the work in boxing, just remember, when you speak, you're not speaking as just a boxing fan. There are people who will use your words against you. Don't get fired on your day off. Comrades, I appreciate you all for coming through. This Saturday, at the State Farm Arena, Clarissa Shields will be fighting. Man, you might see me walking through there with some lemon water, losing my voice, yelling about something. So I hope to see you all if you are in the area. You might see me at the arena on Saturday. Floyd Mayweather's gonna be there, so you know the people are gonna come out. So peace to the family, peace to my comrades, and it's always smoke to the COINTELPRO boxing fan. Peace.